You know, when you're a step above athletic, the views are going to be just much nicer than you usually see them. And I'm in the house with Wendy again, my best co-host, the one and only in the house. We're back at it again. As you saw earlier, you know, we were talking some NBA stuff. We're going a little deeper, talking about the Los Angeles Lakers, Anthony Davis, the New Orleans Pelicans, what the future holds for both of those two sides. And I gotta ask you, Wendy, like, you know, just to break it down, Anthony Davis does not want to be in New Orleans. He's played for the New Orleans Pelicans his whole career. Mm-hmm. Does not want to be there. I mean, besides the gumbo, he don't like anything else there. You know, and he wants to be in La La. He wants to be in Hollywood Boulevard. He wants to be down Sunset. He wants to be rocking with LeBron, eating shrimp and scampi with Leonardo DiCaprio and Al Pacino, and getting his caviar on down Rodeo Drive. That's where Anthony Davis wants to be, playing in the purple and gold, repping Magic Johnson all the way to a championship. But that has to be done by a trade.
Right.
Anthony Davis is locked in with his contract right now. He won't be a free agent until 2020.
Right.
And it's caused a cluster for the New Orleans Pelicans, who now see that their franchise star does not want to be there. They want to not play him. But the NBA is forcing them to play him based on a rule that, hey, you don't play you do not sit out your stars who are healthy to play and try to hide them for your own little PR gain and stuff. Mm-hmm. What do you think it holds for the Lakers? The Lakers, who are having quite a tumultuous year, kind of not a year that LeBron James is used to. Right. He has not missed the playoffs since his second year of being in the NBA. Right. And he's been in the finals
countless number of times
since 2011. He's been there every year. What does this hold for both of these sides? Are Anthony Davis and the Lakers destined to be together this coming summer? Because that's when the next time the Lakers can get him, after failed trade talks at the trade deadline earlier this month.
I think Anthony Davis is definitely a missing piece. I know he's expressed earlier that he wanted to be a part of the Lakers organization, even though he's considered other options. We don't know, but I think that I think it's fair to say that they both need each other, and I think that he would help the team out tremendously. However, with this rule, I do understand what the NBA is saying, and I do understand why the NBA is forcing the Pelicans to play him, because the fans do pay a lot of money in order to see him, and if there's no injury, then why is he sitting out? It's almost like calling out of work. If you're not sick, why do you keep calling out? That'll get you fired, right?
Yeah.
So, just at the end of the day, they are professional athletes, they are entertainers, but this is also their job. So you have a responsibility to the organization and to the fans, because the fans are the ones that are basically paying you. They're the reason why there's an NBA in the first place. Without the fans, nobody gets paid. There's no game to watch. So yeah, I understand both ends. I think that he will end up signing on with the Lakers eventually in 2020. I just think it's all about, I think it's all about timing, and it probably just wasn't the right time, which is why they didn't sign earlier this month.
Could be earlier, because this is probably a brooding marriage for LeBron James and AD. And I remember you going off the topic of, Anthony Davis needs this. I think he needs LeBron. He needs that guy. This is to be the best teammate he's gonna ever play with in the pros, and there could be some major damage done in the West, not only in the West but in the NBA.
Right.
And it's what LeBron needs.
Right.
This is LeBron's last hurrah.
Right.
So many miles on him, so many games he's played. This is the most number of games he's missed due to injury in his career. He's already sat out almost 20 games due to injury. And then, as shown on the Lakers, this is a young team that he is the guiding arrow for these guys. You have Kyle Kuzma, Brandon Ingram, who are very good players.
And Rondo too. Rondo was very good with the Celtics. We've got a few good pieces.
And he's a veteran piece. Mm-hmm. And then you have Lonzo Ball, who's out with the injury, but he's also a young star. But understanding. These guys also will not be there if Anthony Davis will show up, because if the Lakers are going to show that they want Anthony Davis,
they're going to
have to do it in the summer. They can toil with time, they can toil with time as long as they want. But with the rumors sprinkling around that Anthony Davis is interested in signing long term with the Celtics, with the Clippers, with the Bucks, maybe it's smoke screens, but maybe it's something to put the pressure on the Lakers.
Right.
But also, the Clippers are also an LA team.
Right.
The Clippers have very much chance of getting Anthony Davis, I think, as much as the Lakers.
But do you think he wants to go to the Clippers? The Clippers, especially ever since Lob City, there was a point in time when Chris Paul, a few other players were in LA, and they weren't quite able to get over that hump of being able to, being able to go past the second round in the playoffs in the postseason. And even now with the Lakers, if LeBron James can't stay healthy, and if the rest of the players don't step up to the plate to take the pressure off LeBron James, I don't think that they'll be able to see the end of they'll be able to get, past the season and be able to, be able to advance into the postseason.
As a LeBron fan, you're worried this year.
Yeah.
As a Lakers fan, and I am a Lakers fan in my own right, I kick my feet back because this season was not meant for us to be challenging the Warriors, challenging the upper echelon of the East for the NBA title. It was all about the summer. This is where Magic is going to show what he's there for,
right,
what he's doing there, and why we're going in this direction. You can go in no better direction than from Jim Bust.
Right.
Jim Bust, yes. We can go in no better direction but forward when you're coming from Jim Bust. And Magic has always been shown the ability to show magic. This is a pivotal moment of the Lakers. If they are not able to get Anthony Davis, this could shake things up for them for 2-3 years, maybe beyond that. Because LeBron's on borrowed time. While he's still the best player in the world, Giannis Antetokounmpo is coming.
Right.
Kevin Durant is coming. Right. Kawhi Leonard is coming. They're staking their claim. James Harden is coming to stake their claim as the best player in basketball.
Right.
And it's time for LeBron to have that guy to take him over the top. What Kobe had when he was on the Lakers, to take him over the top when they got Pau Gasol.
Yeah, I remember. He kept him going for a few more years, and I think they even won a couple of championships together. Two straight championships together. So, like I said before, he needs someone that's going to take the pressure off. He's getting older. He's not as young as he used to be. And although he's a good player, and 33 in most cases is still fairly young.
Hey, I'm 33.
Yeah, no. I get it. Like 33 is still fairly young, but in the basketball world, it's older. And his talents and his skills are just going to decline from there because he's not as young as he used to be. He's been playing ever since he was a child. When you're a professional athlete, you've been an athlete all your life. So there's a lot of wear and tear on his body. And I think at some point he can't do it alone. Yeah. That's why for me, when I heard about LB coming to the Lakers, I was really excited, obviously, but he's not the person that's going to save this franchise. I think that everybody else is going to have to step up. Everybody else is going to have to do their part. Everybody else is going to have to take the pressure off LeBron James. He can't do it alone. And that is why Anthony Davis would be such a good piece to the puzzle. But if the Lakers want him, again, we're going to have to make sacrifices. There are going to have to be some trades.
Oh, it will be Kuzma. It will be Ingram. It will be Lonzo Ball. Wherever he ends up. If his daddy ships him to Phoenix afterwards, who knows? It'll be several draft picks. But it's also the Lakers are really on scarce territory here because the era of LeBron has brought on a lot of opposition and a lot of players that it's bringing on an aura where all eyes are on LeBron and all eyes are on LeBron winning multiple titles. But what does that do for a guy like Kyrie Irving, who's made several complaints, in and out of Cleveland, saying, hey, I was a guy there, I was a star there, but it was all about LeBron. KD, who feels he's the best player in basketball, and he's like, why is all eyes on this guy when I'm doing my thing? I've won 2 straight championships, beating LeBron in the finals.
Right.
Those rumblings, I'm just saying those rumblings are getting there, and those rumblings are starting to go throughout the league.
Right.
Whereas saying, why play with LeBron when we can wipe him out? KD has that mindset. Kyrie has that mindset. I'm pretty sure Kawhi has that mindset. And maybe
Do you
Jimmy
think
Butler.
that LeBron is difficult to work with? Do you think that might come into play? Do you think that behind closed doors, do you think that because he's such a dominant player, because he's already such a leader in his right, a lot of players don't think that they can shine or be able to showcase their talent
LeBron
that they want to with him on the team?
LeBron has a presence like a star quarterback has on an NFL team. Like Peyton Manning was like this. Peyton Manning played for the Colts. Had this when he came to the Denver Broncos. He brought his system. Had to be a style. He ran his offense. Had to be a coaching staff. Had to be certain players in there that he can work with to make himself be effective. And LeBron does the same thing with his side. The right number, the certain type of players, the certain type of people around him. In the office, which I can see a guy like Luke Walton being on borrowed time because he's not a guy that LeBron I think is fully signed off on.
Let's talk about the head coach, because I also heard that if the Lakers don't make it to the playoffs, he could be on the chopping block.
Oh yeah,
I think this is also a pivotal season for him as well, not just the players, not just the organization itself.
Oh yeah, well we will say in the Darth Vader voice, Luke, you are not our head coach anymore. It is true, and we will send you into the Force where you belong, because you will not be coaching the Lakers next year. We have to go in a different direction, because the Lakers have been defensively deficient all this time. Luke Walton has been there, and we're going to continue to be defensively deficient. Enter an Anthony Davis who cleans up a lot of that mess in the paint, provided he be healthy. That does a lot of things for the Lakers. I gotta conclude on this one. If Anthony Davis comes to the Lakers, Wendy, what type of mark do you see the Lakers making in the West, not in the Western Conference, but in the NBA, knowing that hey, changes are coming. KD may not stay with the Warriors. There's gonna be a lot of fluctuation in this summer. What does this do for the Lakers to you if Anthony Davis comes there overall for this franchise?
I think that it will definitely take the Lakers to the next level. As of right now, especially with LeBron James's health, with him being injured and all, with the season not going the way that we expected, I think that Anthony Davis could be a big help. He would take the pressure off LeBron, like I've said before. I'm actually being repetitive at this point, but he would take the pressure off of LeBron, and LeBron doesn't have to wear himself out to get the results that we need in order to get to the postseason. So I think that his help and his leadership, because even though he's not as much of a veteran as LeBron, he's been in the league long enough to know what it takes to win. So I think that for me, the main thing is being able to take the pressure off LeBron, be his right hand. And as far as like the leader of the team, for me, I never understood why there had to be a leader. I think that every team has a different dynamic, and when you're going into a new company, you have to be able to be able to work the way that the company works. You have to be able to work.
The wheels gotta spin together,
and that's a problem. And that's a problem with the star, because a star who's already made, who they feel like, oh, I've already won X amount of championships. They're so set in their ways, they're not willing to change. And so I think that, for a lot of these stars, they have to learn to work with other people. They have to be able to, if you're going to change teams, you also have to. You also have to be able to change your mindset, because every team needs something different. Every team, every team needs something different. So
no team needs LeVar Ball hanging around their facility.
No, definitely.
But championship or bust for the Lakers. But hey, we wrap this up. Looking at it moving forward, the Lakers have a good chance to sign Anthony Davis. It's do or die time this summer, and we're going to see what happens. AD, one of the best players in the league, could be joining with the creme de la creme of the NBA as far as I can see it. Anybody else can see differently. Hey, chime in on Instagram, on Twitter, and if you want to be on guests on Views from the Two, check us out. You can go on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, check us out, and you can be a future guest on this show. We bring you from Step Above Athletic. Check out stepaboveathletic.com. Some of the flashiest gear, the new stuff that's going on. Step Above Athletic. Be a step above. Get this nice gear and get yourself on some fresh stuff. stepaboveathletic.com. We thank you for watching Views from the Two. We're gonna be back at you in the soon time, and also keep an eye out. You know, we might have a podcast coming sooner than later, and we're gonna expand the brand that is Views from the Two. Saying sayonara. Wendy, we are out of here.
Bye, guys.
Peace. Thanks for watching.